Video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness.
Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus and choke. I'm on a mission, won't hang by your rope, so seeing the vision won't follow the trope. Common a moniker, raising my power level, people sleeping on me, now they woke.
Hey, yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy, Young Cammy. Give me a little key, however you want to call me, because of what's going on.
You already know it's because I can, the motherfucking mayor. Steve.
Yes, sir. Tune in with us, man. We're live every Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So with that being said, let's go straight to it, man. We have Steve Harvey. He finally responded to Katt Williams.
Oh, after all this time?
All this time.
Yeah, okay, so please be worth it. Please be worth it.
Yeah, here's what Katt Williams said about him a few months ago.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore the way I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol.
Damn, man. Katt Williams. Katt Williams goes to the moon with Steve Harvey, man. Damn. So with that being said, let me play Steve Harvey response to Katt Williams. Here you go. Let's check it out.
Ass hater who is, and you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some pity any ass boy who ain't got going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I'm hood. Now I used to be a fighter. And I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on me real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out there. I just don't have the quickness I have. But I still know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short ass out. I'll shoot your perm straight out your head.
Oh, man. Oh, man. What is your thought on that?
I missed it. You're going to have to run it back. I do apologize.
Which one do you want me to play? Steve Harvey response?
No, yeah, I want you to play the response because I saw Katt Williams. When I go off during the first story, I'll be having to share this stream to all my social medias because I want everybody to see this as it's happening.
Yes,
so,
sir.
I do apologize.
All right, there you go, right here.
Ass hater who is, and you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some pity any ass boy who ain't got going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man.
Okay, let's stop it. Let's stop this here.
Because I'm a human being.
Let's stop this here. Okay, my first thought on this is Steve Harvey, you're too much of a boss to even be responding in this fashion, let alone responding. You get what I'm saying? It felt better when you didn't say anything. You was never supposed to respond to this. If he's a little bitty ass boy sitting with somebody's punk ass, why are you responding to this?
Yeah. I mean,
that's the first thing I got. I didn't even know this was going on. So this is my first time seeing it. And it's like, Steve, you never get off your throne. If this is how you feel, don't get off your throne and do it like this. You were supposed to go sit with Shannon Sharp and tell your side. That's what you were supposed to do. But like this doesn't feel good or genuine. This feels like bitter, angry. This like you're not getting nobody together with this so far.
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm
heard,
just seeing it for the first time.
yeah, from a lot of guys, I heard Steve Harvey is a hater. You know, if multiple people saying it, you
And
know,
you already know how it is when you if you're somebody, so they say, if you're somebody of a certain caliber,
Mhm.
you got to be a cock blocker. You got to be a gatekeeper type shit. So if they're saying he's a hater, he's successful enough to be one. You get what I'm saying? The amount of
Yeah,
money that Steve Harvey has, like Steve Harvey doesn't have fuck you money. He has fuck you and everybody you know type money
around
type.
you.
You get what I'm saying? So this is why this response kind of feels like in poor taste. Like, you're bigger than this. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then here's the thing we can't say. I don't know personally what Katt Williams has going on, but I
Mm.
know that he's not as professionally booked and busy as Steve Harvey.
Ooh, I kind of disagree with you on that one.
Okay, so let's correspond. Like, why do you disagree with me on this one?
Man, Katt Williams, bro, when he
And I
go,
love Katt. I love Katt. His younger brother is one of my good friends. Like, I love Katt.
yeah, when
So
anywhere he goes, it's always stadium and it's packed. Anywhere.
yeah,
It's
yeah, you're
packed
right. You're
and
right.
people love him like for I don't know. He got
You
that
know,
type of power that
and then here and then Katt, unlike Steve,
Mhm.
Katt doesn't mind going there, and nobody owns
Yes.
Katt.
Hmm.
Nobody owns Katt is nobody's bitch.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Katt.
You get what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So a lot of these bookings and stuff that these other comedians get, Katt can't get because he's nobody's bitch.
facts. Yeah.
I love
Mhm.
Katt. And
Oh yeah,
Katt won this round. Katt won this round. You got him to respond. And then so much. This would have made sense if you would have did this at your next time anybody's seen you. So much time has passed. We forgot it was
yeah.
dead.
It's been
You get what
months,
I'm saying? Now
months
you
ago.
just look crazy.
Yeah, it's been a lot of what
Uh,
about 5 months ago, 7 months ago, I think.
Bingo. And
It's
that
been
was
a
just
while.
what, 3 seconds of what he said. Let me hear the rest of it.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm hood. I used to be a fighter, and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on me real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out. I just don't have the quickness I have, but I still want to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I knock.
Yeah, he said
Please
he's
pause
hood.
this. Is he talking about assaulting somebody?
Yes, main stage. Yeah, he's a comedian, so I think he was just playing around. That's he said he still got hands.
Okay, so wait, let me understand this. I
Uh,
can't tell if this is part of his stick and stand up, or is he really up here venting? If this is part of your stick, it's hilarious. If you're up here venting, it's also hilarious, by the
I
way.
think it's I
But
think it's
I
all
need
of
to
them.
know,
All of them
what was
combined.
that?
All of them.
Well, so you think it's a little bit of both?
Yeah, all of them.
Because
Yes.
it almost sounds like he's just popping shit. He sounds like my drunk uncle or auntie. Like, it doesn't sound like it's a joke or a story leading up to a punchline. It just sounds like you're finally telling how you feel, and it's appreciated. And
Yep.
I love Steve Harvey too. Like, don't get me wrong. On these,
I love them.
when we
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about these topics, we try to be unbiased.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Exactly.
love Steve Harvey too. Steve Harvey has given the game so much, but I almost wish you didn't give us this. But then again, I'm kind of glad you gave us this, because now we get to talk about it right here
Talk
on
about it
Cammy Low
right
Key
now.
TV
Yes,
every
sir.
Tuesday and Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
8 p.m. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, man. Shout out to both. They both legend though.
Yes, we love the both of you guys. And how about Shannon Sharp gets Katt and Steve to come on his podcast together?
Oh
That's how you
hell
really
no.
fuck some shit up. That's how you get a draw where everybody wins. Let's go talk this out and communicate. You know how I feel about communication. I feel as if any problem can get solved with honest and open communication.
Mm.
And
Man,
Shannon, if you ain't trying to do that, if y'all, we'll have y'all come on this bitch.
hey,
Come on this bitch. Come sit with
yes,
Camilo
sir.
Keep TV.
Yes, sir. We're gonna manifest that. Yes, sir.
Definitely.
But yeah, speaking on having conversation with a certain people, me personally, I got some people I don't give a damn what you do. If you put a gun in my head, I ain't talking to you.
I got some people too. I got some people too.
You feel
I
me?
will go out pretending like you're somebody else's imaginary friend. You
Yeah,
do not
man.
exist
But it
in
all
my
depends.
world. And I'm talking directly to you motherfuckers right now. You bitches do not exist in my
World.
wonderful world.
You feel me? Yeah, man. But yeah, like I said, it depends on what the person did to you, man. Some people I know, we'll never talk. Like I don't care what.
Here's the thing, I'm not afraid of the conversation because I'm willing to talk about, but you'd have to stand in some shit. And this is what I'm learning. People are scared to stand in their own shit.
Facts.
And I can't have a conversation with somebody that is incapable of standing in their own shit.
I agree with you. I definitely agree. I agree. But anyways, we have the next story. We have a young man, an 18-year-old boy, you can say. He shot and killed his stepfather. He used to live in the guy's house, and he was posting stuff on social media. And make a long story short, the guy told him that the step father told him don't do that, or get out the house, and he shot him. So with that being said, let's check out the story.
To be shot in front of your kids is tragic. It was traumatizing for everyone.
A heartbreaking story out of Pompano Beach tonight after a man was
she's a family friend.
Shot and killed in front of his family. And they tell us that the person responsible for his death is his daughter's boyfriend, who is now on the run. NBC6 reporter Lena Salzbeck has more on what happened inside that Pompano Beach home.
Family and friends say that after the shooting, the boyfriend took off and took his girlfriend with him. Now, the family says that it's been an emotional 48 hours as they searched for the 17-year-old that was missing. Now, over the last couple of hours, thankfully, we have learned that she is back home and safe with her family, but they are now looking for justice.
For more than 20 years, Barbara Santiago watched Keith Poole dedicate his life to his 3 kids.
He's really invested into his children.
His oldest daughter is Barbara's goddaughter. So when she heard that Keith had been shot and killed on Monday, she didn't know how to make sense of the devastating news.
It doesn't even seem right or real, talking about him in the past tense.
Damn,
Keith was just the type of person who he would give from his whole heart.
According to the Broward Sheriff's Office, the shooting happened just before 5 o'clock on Monday on Northeast 28th Street. When deputies arrived, they found Keith Poole shot multiple times. Family and friends now say that the person responsible for ending Keith's life is his daughter's boyfriend, who had been living with the family for months.
Yeah.
Keith found out that there was a weapon in the home. He didn't condone it, so he asked to please, to leave his home, that he doesn't tolerate the weapons in his house, and he wanted him to leave. And moments later, he shot and killed him.
Barbara says it happened at his home in front of his 3 kids.
It was traumatizing for everyone.
And that he ran off with her goddaughter, leaving the family worried for her safety.
I couldn't imagine what Jesse was feeling at the time. Fear. She left with a bra, shorts, no shoes, left her phone. And no answer. We have no answers.
Family and friends say the shooting.
Wow, man, that is insane. He was saving the motherfucker. My brother, what's going on? He was saving the guy, and now let's see what happened.
What's good, cuz? But that's crazy. How old was the person?
The guy, which one?
The person that shot him.
18 years old.
Young and dumb.
And the guy, he welcomed you in his house.
In his house to stay, and all I'm asking for you is to respect my household.
My house. Don't bring no gun to my house.
And so I noticed that they didn't use the word hostage with the goddaughter.
Yeah, because she
willing
with him.
So it was a willing thing. It wasn't like I grabbed somebody. type
Yes,
shit.
yes, she willingly. Yes, it was a willing.
Lock her ass up too when y'all find them.
Yeah, that is insane, man.
That's
That's like,
crazy.
yeah, he used to be in the streets. So, a lot of people in Pompano know him. You know, they say he was a great guy. He used to be in the streets, and you already know. Once you start bringing guns, the police gonna come to his house and bring shit to his house. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't want that.
And once guns are involved, especially with somebody whose mind has not fully developed, if they're around, they're liable to be used.
Exactly.
And not for the right purposes. This is for protection. Which, if I'm actually not to have guns in my house type shit, and you help, this is crazy. The youth, we gotta pray for these people coming up because they ain't got no damn mind.
Man,
these kids do not have a fucking mind.
That is insane, man. That is insane. But that's the world we're living in now. Posting shit on social media, and they just told him no, just stop doing that, and he shot the guy.
That's crazy.
It is, and this
happened
right here, right now. I'm in Pompano right now.
Right in the neck of the woods, South Florida, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this happened right here in the backyard. Insane, man. But anyways, we have the last story. It's another crazy one.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, this young woman, you know, she was trying to be a exotic dancer, and it did not go properly. And unfortunately, she died over $500. So with that being said,
Lord, play the video.
Yeah.
LX brought a point to public notice. In the last 5 months, 4 dark-skinned girls who had attempted meetups for money had all gone missing and were found dead because authorities usually delayed the investigation when initially reported. Due to the activists' speech given on April 20th, the police decided to intensify their search. However, the only new evidence found after all these efforts was her purse. The detectives decided to create a timeline of her events to track where she could have gone. They questioned her family and her friends, especially those she communicated with regularly. From the interrogation, the detectives discovered that she had attempted to get a job as an adult entertainer at a club called Cover Girls, located in the Northwest Park of Houston. Her application was rejected and immediately she left the club. She ordered a taxi, after which no one saw or heard from her again. The Johnson family and the social activists strongly believe that Felicia's disappearance was somehow related to the club and that they weren't revealing everything they knew about it. Regardless, Kevin kept his hope alive. He wanted to believe his daughter was alive and that she was only missing because she got into a difficult situation that was too tough for her. But he was still determined to find her no matter the cost. The detectives also assumed Felicia had been kidnapped, but that she was still alive. So they put together a program in which Kevin could go live and express how much his family missed her, and that they were frantically looking for her. They hoped that there was a TV or radio where she was held captive, and she would feel strong knowing she wasn't forgotten.
I arrived here in Houston on April 16th, 2022, at which time I immediately began trying to find any leads in the disappearance of my daughter and seeking help from the Houston Police Department. Nevertheless, it took approximately 5 days before Houston PD would begin to investigate Felicia's disappearance.
The Johnsons weren't sure the police weren't doing their job properly. All the progress made so far had been discovered by external bodies. Felicia's phone was found by the private detective. Her purse was found by a group of volunteers, and even now, it wasn't the police addressing the public, but Felicia's dad. Friends and well-wishers gathered near an administrative building in Houston, hoping to draw the mayor's attention. Kevin knew he was in a foreign city and that any progress in his situation would come from collaboration with the locals. He also knew the police had access to surveillance footage, but for some reason weren't showing it to the Johnsons, and Kevin was confused as to why. Although it wasn't entirely clear how successful the gathering was, it did attract the attention of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. who left no stone unturned in making sure the police took the case more seriously. The Congresswoman promised to obtain surveillance footage if any was available, claiming they had already done a poor job of hosting Felicia, who was a guest in their city. Kevin was curious to see the surveillance footage, thinking if he could have access to it, he might get an idea of what happened to his daughter. But things were a little more complicated than that. Initially, the management of the club denied any knowledge of Felicia coming to the club, but after some persuasion from the detectives, they agreed to having internal surveillance footage, which they were ready to give the detectives access to. The footage confirmed that Felicia actually inquired about the job, but was turned down. It also showed that immediately after being turned down, she went out to board a taxi. However, this was no new information, but it exonerated the club from any involvement in her disappearance. However, it turned out that the club wasn't the last place Felicia visited before her disappearance, and the police were about to make a major discovery in this case. On April 16, 2022 at about 3 a.m., she was said to have returned to the Houston Medical Center Hotel where she was staying. The police were now able to track her timeline of events from this clue. Immediately after being rejected at the club, Felicia called a taxi that was delayed for some reason. She was offered a ride by an unknown man, and after a brief thought, she followed him. The man eventually dropped her at the hotel where she lodged. Before that day, she had previously posted an ad on an online escort service and had started getting replies. However, the one notable reply was from a 28-year-old man named Chukwuebuka Nwabodo, a Nigerian American based in Houston. The pair had begun chatting, and soon an intimate meeting was arranged for a fee of $500. After this, there was no record whatsoever of Felicia, and it was as if she had vanished from the surface of the earth. It now became clear why the police department didn't take this case seriously in the first place. A woman who agreed to meet a man for money didn't seem so valuable in their eyes. The police were further able to determine that Nwabodo sent an Uber driver to pick her up from her location and take her to the 3200 block Wind Chase Boulevard apartment complex, where he lived from 2017 through 2020. We do not know why Nwabodo opted to have her dropped at his previous apartment rather than his current one, but when she got there, Nwabodo opted to pick her up and bring her to his apartment on South Richmond Avenue. An hour later, Chukwuebuka's car was captured leaving his yard, which almost coincided with the time Felicia's phone was pinged on a cell phone tower near Bear Creek Park. Police believed that he had disposed of the girl's body in his home and tried to get rid of her mobile phone. This seemed like a heavy task for him, as judging by the fact that he was in a bandage, Felicia was perceived to have put up some resistance. On April 16th, Nwabodo was captured at a home goods store, buying garbage bags, gloves, a flashlight, a shovel, an electric kitchen saw, and a towel. On April 17th, he was seen going to a clinic over a cut he sustained, so it was clear that he didn't dispose of the body immediately, but only after he had dismembered it for easy transportation. When the detectives found out Nwabodo was the one who ordered the taxi for her, he became the #1 suspect. The police tracked the search history on his phone, and what they found was astonishing. The search history on his phone included how to become a serial killer, can bleach destroy DNA, the most wooded part of Houston, how to get away with murder, and places to live for as low as $1,000. These searches showed that a premeditated killing had been carried out. However, what happened next was even more shocking. On May 13th, 2022, the police were on a routine traffic check when they came across Chukwuebuka Nwabodo. He was arrested and interrogated immediately, but not for the reason we all thought he would be. He was detained for road-related charges, coupled with the fact that they found incriminating items in his possession, such as a pistol, latex gloves, a shovel, and dried bloodstains. However, he was still released in no time. The police claimed they didn't have enough evidence to detain him further. On the other hand, his mobile phone was seized, and a search warrant for his home was acquired. This was a total waste of time, as Nwaobodo wasn't planning on going home anytime soon. He had disappeared into the shadows. Meanwhile, the police had begun searching his mobile phone and his apartment, and what they found would reveal the bitter truth behind this mysterious disappearance. A splatter of blood was found in the bedroom, and forensics took it for analysis, which revealed the most devastating truth about this story. The blood test was found to be Felicia's.
Wow.
With the magnitude of blood found on the floor, it was highly unlikely that Felicia would be alive. However, there was more. While investigators went through the phone, they were astonished to see pictures of several deceased females.
Wow.
One of which the body was dismembered. Although there was no evidence that it belonged to Felicia, but with what was later found in the Houston forest, the theory couldn't be ruled out. But the investigation was about to unveil even more. The investigators got a hold of material from a previous case in which Nwaobodo was accused of forcibly trying to violate a woman. He tried to do it right in his car, but she managed to escape and hide from him, possibly the reason her life was spared. However, when the woman was brought forward for questioning, she claimed all she said was untrue and that she didn't want to press any charges. The reason for this was unknown, but one thing was for sure. Nwaobodo had a history.
Let me stop it right there. You can tell he ain't got no pussy.
What the fuck?
You gotta pay for it, bro.
As soon as I saw that picture, I was like, yeah, he is definitely
a full
the type to take some shit because they're not throwing it at him.
Yeah, man.
They're definitely not throwing it at him.
But then again, I know some people might have some issue with us, bro. But let me say this: I don't know. Can a woman redeem from that? Like once you've been, like, selling it, can you redeem? Can you have a husband?
And I believe you can, because I have seen some whores go into housewives. But here's the thing:
it's not gonna last. I don't think it would last though.
I don't know. I think it could last. For me, it could last only if I did not know.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. But if I know some shit,
if you was a hoe, that's why I don't try to dig into nobody's past or anything. Because if I know, I'm going to. That's how I see you now. And then we're both Scorpios, so it's either black or white with us type shit. So it's like, bitch, if it's in you, it's still in you. Get the fuck on, bitch. I can't do this. I can't take you serious. But what I wanted to say about that is, and we're not being insensitive or anything like that, but that type of work comes along with certain types of things, unless you are. But even at the top, as you can see with some of these high profile cases, you're not spared from any of this crazy foolishness.
True, that is true.
So if you choose to do that, and I'm not saying somebody committing murder or violating somebody is right. I'm not saying that it's absolutely wrong. It is absolutely wrong. But what I'm saying is you choose that type of lifestyle.
That's what comes with it.
And not saying that you can't get dismembered any other type of way, but you're choosing to share yourself with somebody that you don't know. And these apparently, like, this whole story is just crazy.
It is
and
crazy.
I'm just over, like, and then this is a serial killer. You knew he was crazy by his name. What was that man's name? As soon as I heard his name,
it's Jabudu, some shit like that.
And look at how he's standing there.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And why everybody want to take something these days? Like, what the fuck y'all getting out of taking something?
And then a crazy thing. Here's another crazy thing, because I've been studying money for a little while now, for a good 2 years. Once you understand money, bro, you understand how money works. There's no way like you would do some crazy shit like that for money. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand how money works, especially the paper. Once you understand the paper to print this shit, I'm like, oh man, there is no way. It's a little deeper conversation. Like for
definitely a deeper conversation, but then especially as a woman, and that leads into an even deeper conversation. Whereas in this slut culture has to fucking stop.
Yeah.
It has to stop. It is ruining the world, because if we don't have strong women, if we don't have actual women, if we don't have women that are wives and shit like that, who's going to fucking raise the next generation? Like, men are supposed to be the providers. You get what I'm saying? But slut culture has become such a thing where bitches are proud to be whores.
I know. Hey,
Whores.
and let me say this, like I said, I'm not trying to put my business out there, but let's speak on, you know, how you call it, exotic dancers or strippers.
And I love strippers. I love strippers.
Yeah, hey, some of them great people, but let me tell you this though, I've dated one. And let me tell you, cause
it was crazy as hell. I bet she was crazy.
Yeah, it did not go well, because what happened is what I find out was, damn, she not telling people that shit. Okay, here's the thing. She was with so many guys, I couldn't get through her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, like I said, it's a little crazy, like crazy conversation we can have like another time. You can't get through them. That's why
because they're already so tainted, like, and that goes into a whole nother conversation where it's the double standard why guys can be whores but girls can't. Guys can be whores because you're entering something. Like, bitch, you are the portal to the fucking known fucking world. You are the vessel that God chose to use to bring life into this motherfucker, and you're giving it the fuck away for a dirty fucking dollar. A dirty dollar. And I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. And I used to support the naked hustle, and I still do. But it's the older I get, and I see my nieces and nephews and stuff growing up, and I look at the world and I look at America, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I know.
When did shit hit the fan? And I believe it was COVID, and I also believe it was TikTok and Twitter. That's why I'm glad I died during COVID, because I'm glad it skipped over me, and I'm still stuck in my ways where I can think. But shit is nuts around this bitch.
Right now, things it's worse than it was. Now.
People are going for anything. They're going for anything, and you can't speak the truth, because you'll get canceled. Who gives a fuck about that? Hey. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Listen, if you don't set up your life properly, there's certain things you said, they can try to kill you. Like, find where you stay and just for a few words.
Here's the thing. Because people are so scared these days, nobody's speaking the truth. So if a bitch takes me out for speaking the truth, turn the fuck up. And it wouldn't be the first time I was taking the fuck out, motherfuckers. So you're going to have to hit me with your best fucking shot. And I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not wishing any ill will on anybody. But I have to speak my truth. Everybody speaking their fucking truth and wants everybody to respect their fucking truth. Well, bitches, every Tuesday and Wednesday, it's my motherfucking truth.
Yes, sir. Oh man. All right. So with that being said, let's check out the last part, and then we're gonna hand it after that.
All right.
History of attacking women, and he was the primary suspect in this case. But it was already too late, as Nwobodo had already disappeared into thin air. The detectives beat themselves up, claiming if they had been a little patient when they had him in custody, with these new findings, he would already be behind bars. On one hand, these findings were a major step forward in the investigation. On the other hand, it was a reality check for the Johnsons that they would never see their daughter again. A bounty of $5,000 was promised to anyone with useful information that would lead to the arrest of Nwobodo. But one thing remained. Felicia's body was not yet found, and her loved ones prayed it would soon be found so she could at least get a befitting burial. A whole year had passed and still nothing, but their wait was about to come to an end. In February 2023, the police received intel about a decomposing body found in the Sam Houston National Forest. The officers immediately believed it was Felicia's body due to the location in which it was found, and without running any sort of forensic testing, they informed Kevin Johnson about it. A test was eventually done and their assumptions proved true. It was indeed the body of Felicia Marie Johnson. Kevin Johnson was both happy and sad with this finding. He was sad at the fact that his daughter's death had been confirmed, but it would have been even worse if she didn't get a befitting burial. Eventually, with the help of social activist Quinnell X and Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, Felicia was given a befitting burial. It is important to know that only the upper part of the girl's torso was found.
Wow.
Whether animals had gone away with the other parts or Nwabodo scattered them in different locations remains unknown. Due to this event, Kevin had been battling post-traumatic stress disorder and hypertension, but he still had a message for Chukwuebuka Nwabodo. He vowed to hunt him down to the ends of the earth, even if he had to die doing so.
Oh, man. Man, as a dad, I can't even imagine, like, you lose your daughter and you know you lost your daughter and it's over, like, you know, $500. You was trying to meet up with some guys for $500. Damn, the whole thing is crazy, man.
And then you probably go to thinking, where did I go wrong?
Yes, yes. Wow.
Like, I can't even start to imagine, like, the emotions that a person will go through because I don't have any kids. So that has to be a crazy feeling.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like, you know, it's just, damn, some reality when they hit you, like, damn, I lost my daughter. And then it was for like a little $500. You know what I'm saying?
She was prostituting. She was prostituting.
Wow. That is insane, man.
But it's only okay because everybody's a fucking prostitute now.
Because
everybody is a fucking prostitute.
You don't spare anybody, man.
No, I just like to tell the truth, but I have nothing wrong with prostitutes. I love prostitutes. I'm not about to spend my money on one, but I love prostitutes. But I just, it's like, I'm just over like the slut culture. Like, oh, fuck.
I feel you on that.
Where are the real women at? Is it cool to be a lady any fucking more?
Insane, man. Yeah, it is sad. It is very sad. It's very sad. You lost you lost a daughter and some craziness like that. Boy, yeah, that's the world, man. That's the world. That is the world. But anyways, man, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to people on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you watching, man. We appreciate you. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m. We appreciate everybody for sharing. Tuesday, 8 p.m., man, we're live. Tune in with us. We appreciate everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And we're lit.
All right, Cammy, fuck with him.
Yes, sir.